For $44, this is a pretty good deal. What up my awesome viewers, I'm Rio Gion and welcome to the channel. Right off the bat, the keyboard looks very premium with its silver plate, the professional font, and then you see the gaming logos which can turn people off. I like the cheesy slogan, challenge your limits. With the color of the font, you would only see if you really look for it. So if you happen to have some silver paint lying around and you just can't stand that slogan, you can just paint over it. I like and hate how the Xtreme gaming logo is partially lit up. There are a lot of secondary functions on the F keys and the function keys on the insert, group, and arrow keys. I get that this is so that you can control the lighting without the software, but it does make the keyboard look more busy, so it's kind of up to your preference. The layout is standard, which is great for those that plan on replacing keycaps later on. Just keep in mind that with the price of the keyboard, the keycaps you buy might cost as much or even more than the price of the keyboard itself. I also like the floating key design because it makes the keyboard easier to clean, and I personally dig the look. Lastly, there's an orange stripe that goes around the keyboard, which is a pretty cool touch. This keyboard rocks the TTC red switch, which is a clone of the Cherry MX red switch. In terms of reliability, that's left to be determined, but the switch is rated at 50 million keystrokes, so most likely it'll last longer than you do. But it depends on the user, and of course there's always manufacturing error to consider, so save your receipts just in case. The light is in the PCB, which is nice. When I type on the keyboard, I don't feel like I'm pressing against the lights, but that's just me speculating. This keyboard has the Cherry stabilizer, which is awesome because I don't like to deal with the metal wires and those little plastic pieces that keeps giving me grief whenever I replace the keycaps. Then again, this is just me, and I know there are other people that would prefer Cold-Star stabilizer. The beauty with the Cherry stabilizers is that I don't have to deal with those metal wires and those pesky little plastic pieces with the longer keycaps. The downside with the Cherry stabilizer is that it's mushier than the Cold-Star. Personally, I would take Cherry over Cold-Star any day of the week. This keyboard uses the typical thin ABS keycaps, which is fine because this is a $44 keyboard. I only complain with the keyboard is expensive, and at this price it's really not that bad. Then again, there are other keyboards in this price range that does have the double shot ABS caps, but you can't get this kind of font due to how the double shot nature. So it's a give and take. I wouldn't count this against the keyboard, but after knowing that there are other keyboards with this price range that does have the double shot, I would understand if you guys do complain. Then again, I don't really know who else complains besides me, so I'll check the comments down below. The feet does have rubber on them, so the keyboard will be planted, and notice I did not say flip up because the feet can be raised and lowered by scroll wheels. This is a pretty cool feature to have in terms of the speed of the flip up feet is way better, but in terms of style, I would give the style points to this keyboard. The back does have a cool design, and I wish the keyboard is detachable, but sadly it's not. The cable is rubber and the USB tip is gold, so depending on who you are, you might like this combination. Let me know in the comment section down below. I like how simple and user-friendly the software is, and I understand that there is no layering of lighting effects, but part of me really do want this because it would be such a great selling point for the keyboard. In terms of actual lighting effect, it's pretty basic if you want the no frills basic RGB keyboard, which could be an oxymoron because I don't think RGB keyboards are supposed to be basic. If any of you software developers for GIGABYTE and you happen to stumble upon the video, then you should really consider patching in layers of lighting effects for this keyboard to make it even more competitive in the market. I remember liking the typing experience on the Hermes, and I still like the typing experience on this keyboard. I wouldn't say that this is love at first type for linear switches. That honor belongs to the K700 SE with the speed and those PBTs. I think it has to do something with the combination of me getting more and more linear switch keyboard to compare. Since I type on linear switches more, my hand mostly adjusted them because I'm making less and less typo and it feels really fast when I'm typing. Anyways, here's a typing sample. For $44, this is a pretty good deal because it's a mechanical keyboard that's RGB, it's got red switches, which is not common amongst budget mechanical keyboards. You get a premium looking keyboard, the font is more on the professional side, which is an added bonus. The software is simple to use and easy to understand, which is good because you don't have to look up stuff when you want to do something. The switches themselves you get to type, and since it's the red switch, if you mainly use the keyboard to play video games, this is the keyboard that's perfect for that job. At the price point of $44, it's really hard not to recommend this keyboard to everybody because on the one hand, it's a mechanical keyboard that's RGB. $44. On the other hand, if you mainly use your keyboard for typing, then you might be out of luck with this one. Whichever the case is, at $44, I would give it my real Gion seal of approval. Anyways, if you guys made it this far into the video and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more similar content, and don't forget to ring that bell to become part of the mighty notification squad. Last but certainly not least, you guys stay awesome.